everybody, Card Bandit here. What I'm going to go over today is a review of the Red Dragonbacks by Bicycle. So right here we'll get into the tuck case. The tuck case has Bicycle on the top and Dragon on the bottom. In red, you've got the red dragon design with a white background there, and it's all surrounded by this black border. So that's the front. The top says playing cards, or you know, the French version because I'm in Canada. It says air cushion finished and playing cards here. Here it says playing cards and fabricated in the USA. The bottom is black. The top once again says playing cards, and the back here has the Dragonback design, but because I'm in Canada and they have to put in all this distribution stuff, I have a whole bunch of writing there, which you wouldn't normally get if you were getting these in the States, but they're distributed here from a Canadian distributor, which is why there's all that nasty writing. So that is just your brief overview of the tuck case. One little side note is that the sides do have a red dragon on them, which is kind of neat. The flap is black with some writing, and the inside of the tuck case is white. Alrighty, so let's get into the cards. Now here's the back design of the cards. You've got a really nice red dragon design with sort of an oriental feel via the border and the colors. I like the design because it's not too detailed, so you have some simplicity in it, but it does have a little bit of detail in there. So I really enjoy the design of the back. Now, your court cards are all standard except for the coloration. So the ink there is actually green instead of your regular blue or black. And the coloration of the court cards is more red or green and black, just to accentuate the back design of the playing cards. Now you also get, two jokers. You get a guarantee joker, and you get this joker, which also matches the coloration of the deck. And the Ace of Spades is standard. I should mention that all the pips on the regular cards have a slightly darker feel to them, so they're not your regular Bicycle red, they are slightly darker. Okay, so everybody, let's get into the handling of the cards. Now these cards feel like they have a standard air cushion finish, so they do fan nicely, but the stock of the cards feels like it might be a little higher quality grade than your regular Bicycle deck. Why I say that is because the edges coming out of the box are a little bit smoother than your regular bikes. So I think they might print these in lower quantities, which is why the quality goes up. The stock itself is as thick as a regular Bicycle deck, but it feels a little bit softer, so the stock is a little bit more malleable, which allows you to do things like lapel spreads or pressure moves like your waterfall or whatnot a little bit easier. The cards do faro nicely, so faroing these cards isn't an issue as it can be with some decks, but the cards faro nicely, which allows you to do moves like your Cascade or even your Giant Fans. So there's your Giant Fan, guys. It looks really nice with this design because you get all those hints of red along the sides, and you get just a really good feel for the design. I just really like how the Giant Fan looks with this deck. You also, when you do a regular fan, you do get those black edges along the sides, which also makes the deck look nice. Because this stock is as thick as a regular Bicycle deck, cuts are pretty easy to do. So if you're doing some cuts like that, or even doing a standard civil, your cards are actually going to be easy to handle just because the stock is thick and they won't be bending it as much in your hands. as you would a thinner stock. Alright guys, so that is your basic overview of the Bicycle Red Dragonbacks. One last side note is I would say your anacondas are actually harder to do. The softer stock I find is a little bit trickier to do an even dribble with, which is why that didn't turn out so well. So if you're going to do an anaconda, I'd recommend like a stiffer stock than these ones. Just because it is a little trickier to do an anaconda and get the dribble down evenly. Alright guys, so that is the Bicycle Red Dragonbacks. If you have any other questions about this deck, please feel free to ask those in the comment section below, and I'll catch you later.